Gateway to the scenic Buffalo River and strategically located in north-central Arkansas, Harrison is home to a strong economic base with an unparalleled quality of life. Offering education from preschool through 4-year degrees, award-winning healthcare, ample business opportunities, and activities for the whole family, Harrison is bustling with possibilities for every phase of life. Whether you are just starting out, ramping up, or winding down, Harrison has a place for you.
There are many more opportunities than I think a lot of young professionals would imagine here in the Harrison area.
There's a lot to do.
The quality of life here is just outstanding.
Our out-of-town guests are most impressed by how welcoming the community is.
You can walk up to a place and the first thing they do is smile and welcome you.
The agricultural side, we love that.
There are tremendous amenities.
We have an outstanding airport, access to Memphis and Dallas each day.
If adventure was a compass, Harrison would be at the center.
It's surrounded by beautiful scenery.
I'm a really big outdoor enthusiast. We have world-class fishing. If you're a canoeer, kayaker, if you like to camp, hike.
So many places to go where you can make memories.
One of the reasons that we moved back is because we can see ourselves raising a family here.
I'm part of the school system, and what we find is that the amount of support to make sure that our kids have all the things that they need is incredible.
We have multiple seasons here, and our kids can do a lot of different activities.
We had a tournament at North Arkansas College. A lot of the people were coming in were from New York, Chicago, and they're asking me, hey, you're from Africa. How did they get you here of all places? And I'm like, why not here?
Every store, restaurant here is just fabulous.
There's plenty of opportunities for entrepreneurship.
Our economy is growing. We're adding jobs, and I love our city leadership with our Chamber of Commerce to draw more industry in here.
Just at the college, we train so many different professions. The jobs are plentiful.
The hospital, we know the doctors know the patients.
We have all sorts of services that you don't have to drive hours to receive.
The people here care about one another.
There's something for just about everybody.
If I could say 3 words, I would say welcoming, friendly, and family.
Giving.
Breathtaking.
Home.
So if you're looking for a place to be surrounded by authentic hospitality, pure beauty, and you want the ultimate work-life balance,
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome to Boone County.
Karibu nyumbani. Welcome home.
you belong in Harrison, Arkansas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce's 2021 annual meeting, sponsored by Equity Bank. It's a little different this year, of course, but we're pleased to be with you this evening nonetheless. We have a great lineup tonight as we report the Chamber's many accomplishments for the last year amid the COVID pandemic, and we're going to look ahead for an exciting 2021.
Yes, sir, Bob. We are looking forward and moving ahead, thanks in part to you and our great chamber team. Your enthusiasm has been tremendous and constant, and it's contagious. Enthusiasm could sure make up for a host of challenges, so anything's possible, and we appreciate you guys. So I want to also welcome all of you tonight that are watching. It's a great honor and pleasure to once again represent Equity Bank in hosting and presenting this event, virtually or in person. It really is an event that's a game changer to our common goals for Harrison and the adjoining counties. I wish we could all be shaking hands, but we'll elbow. But as we learned in business and society, we have to be ready and willing to adapt, making the best of every situation, regardless of how difficult. We've got to be resilient and, of course, always be thankful. Our economic vitality and community spirit is contingent upon our collective abilities to adapt, change, and create with imagination, like Bob and the Chamber team. So once again, on behalf of all of us at Equity Bank, welcome and thank you again for allowing us to present this great meeting. So in addition to the Chamber's report, we'll have a chance to award completion certificates to the great Class 31 of the Boone County Leadership Institute and Class 23 of the Youth Leadership Academy, both presented by Kinetic by Windstream. We'll meet the leaders of both of these great classes, and as always, we'll announce this year's award winners. Then the highlight of the evening, a keynote address by Mr. Donnie Hampton Jr., the new CEO of Pace Industries. He'll be presented by Brad Daniel, President of Equity Bank. So sit back, enjoy the goodies that you've received right here. That's only a sampling of all the great goodies that are in front of you tonight. Make sure you got your hand sanitizer handy and enjoy the festivities with your teammates. And on behalf, once again, of Equity Bank, welcome and thank you again for allowing us this opportunity.
A special thanks to Equity Bank, who's bringing you this modified edition of our annual meeting, and our community for the support that we get all year long. The Chamber simply couldn't do its economic and business development work without the support of its Pinnacle, Chairman Circle, President Circle, and technology provider partnerships. These businesses go above and beyond the traditional Chamber investment towards our mission. Ask us how you can get more involved with your Chamber of Commerce.
Great job, Bob. Thank you. And that's right. Get involved. Help our Chamber create more value in and around this community, enhancing our economic footprint and promoting partnerships, creating value for our young people. We want them to stay or to come back here after school. For them, we need to create more value, more opportunity. We should be a primary source for them to look first here for providing them value. Good paying job with a future, enhancing their skills for them and their families. So with that, please excuse my pride in the following Equity Bank presenting sponsor video, and keep in mind our bank is devoted to providing opportunity for many young people. Now you're probably looking at my white head and wondering, but hey, they've obviously proven they can be tolerant. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Melissa Collins, serving her second year as the Chamber Board Chairman.
I'm pleased to welcome you to the Chamber's 2020. I now call this meeting to order. And now, a message from our Governor.
Happy New Year, Harrison. I'm pleased to join you this evening for the Harrison Regional Chamber's 2021 annual meeting. At last year's gathering, I had the pleasure of speaking with you in person. Since then, I've met twice with you and your leadership, and I've been impressed by all that's happening in your community. Even through COVID-19, our state has continued to prosper. Our businesses are on the comeback, our workforce is meeting the challenge, and more people are choosing to live, work, and play in Arkansas than ever before. Harrison is becoming a key player in economic development. Thank you for all your hard work and your continued support of Arkansas. I'm confident that Harrison and Boone County will have a great 2021.
Thank you, Governor. We really appreciate your leadership, especially all those daily COVID-19 updates that we received from you.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
A message of hope during the challenging health crisis with the equal focus on our economic welfare and health. We appreciate you, Governor. Our collective hearts obviously go out to all those we've lost or have been hurt from this pandemic or the economic fallout. and to the many, many citizens that have courageously given all they can to serve us and survive.
We have several groups to recognize this evening, so let's begin with the Chamber Board of Directors. Each director has a strong commitment to their business and, in turn, the Harrison and Boone County community. These directors, while navigating the challenges of the 2020 pandemic and the challenges of their own business leadership, remain dedicated to serving our community through their commitment to the Chamber. They provide direction and counsel and insight regularly to all our economic development endeavors. There is so much more I could say about their work, but let me just say thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Melissa, for serving 2 years as chairman of the Chamber Board. We really appreciate your efforts and all your hard work. And for all of you serving on our Chamber Board, for supporting Bob, Marseille, and Lloyd. This team is constantly building a bridge, a new covenant, if you will, between business, all sizes and forms, government, education, and industry, and increased volunteerism.
They're great.
Very great. And addressing diversity, trusting the common threads of common sense and brotherhood that exist between all of us. Just demonstrating how to put our minds to the task with honest hard work, our hands together, with empathy and understanding for each other. Let's also give a shout out for another great board of directors that serve us, and that's our Chamber Foundation Board. And it's chaired by Mark Martin of Entergy. This team also gives tons of time and resources in collaboration with our Chamber office. We have to have this foundation, and here they are. And also we have to recognize the Chamber's boots on the ground, the Red Jackets, our Chamber ambassadors. This team of champions are a needed conduit, extending the busy hands of our Chamber leadership and the Chamber office. Yet, they're more than mere conduits. They are the ribbon-cutting welcome wagons to our new members and the grand openings at new businesses. Our champions in red. Thank you, Chamber ambassadors.
Hey, Harrison.
Hey, Harrison.
Hey, Harrison, it's Economic Development Week. Several of our businesses have changed the way they operate.
We're opening doors and using hand sanitizer.
We're using our drive-thru and offering free in-town delivery.
And y'all already know what I'm wearing.
To our small businesses.
Like a lot of loans.
The EIDL, the Payment Protection Program, and stimulus checks.
To provide energy to you and our community.
Keeping your businesses running and your loved ones connected.
We are all essential to someone.
And while we're learning more every day about our economic and healthcare situation,
listening to the forecast, statistics, and critical information,
and reading all the breaking news stories.
We support our local businesses.
We've also been reminded of something we always knew.
We are blessed to be in Boone County.
Where social distancing is easy.
We are like family here, and we take care of each other.
Protecting and providing peace of mind on and off the farm.
Helping to navigate your financial future.
Could you see yourself here?
We love our city.
We love our county.
We love the Ozarks.
And we know you will too.
Here's to taking care of business.
It was both an honor and fun for me to work with Bob and Wilson and the staff at the Harrison Regional Chamber in developing an action plan for economic development this year through a grant from the International Economic Development Council. I am excited to see the plan come to fruition and begin to see some of the elements be implemented both in the coming months and in the coming years.
Good evening. Senator Scott Flippo here. There's a lot of great and exciting things taking place in Harrison and in Boone County right now, and even more on the horizon. That credit rightfully belongs to you. Your belief in Boone County is reflected in your unwavering commitment. Keep it up, because you ain't seen nothing yet.
And I want to recognize our first awardee for the night, the Ambassador of the Year. And though she's only been an ambassador for about 2 years, she's already setting a standard for others to follow. Our 2020 Ambassador of the Year is Ty Freeman from Bank OZK.
Thank you for choosing me as your 2020 Chamber Ambassador of the Year. On behalf of all of us at the Chamber, we appreciate you. We'll see you at the next ribbon cutting.
Hello, I'm Ben Seymour from Harrison, Arkansas, and this is
Jake Gray, also from Harrison.
We were talking, and we'd like to just extend our thanks to Windstream and also to BCLI, the Boone County Leadership Institute. We've certainly enjoyed our time here. One of the things that stood out to me most, we had numerous occasions where we could go and tour facilities and get to meet people, not only in the classroom, but also outside the classroom. One of the days that stood out the most to me is when we got to go tour and be with our local firefighters and city police and sheriff's team. I had no idea of the commitment that they have to our community, and I want to send a thank you from myself and our class to you guys. Thank you for the job you do and investing in our community. What's a day that stood out to you, Jake?
You know, I think my favorite was the getting to be a part of the Chamber Board Retreat. From my understanding, that's the first time that that's been done. I thought it was great to be able to rub shoulders with existing leaders in our community as we're striving to be that. I thought it was great to get to be around them and see kind of how they worked and the inside of the Chamber as well.
On behalf of Class 32 of BCLI, Boone County Leadership Institute, Jake and I want to thank you for what you've done for us, and we look forward to what we can do for you.
Hi, I'm Josephine Kershaw, and it's been great to be part of the BCLI leadership class. I've made so many connections, and being new to the community, it's been great to work with the other rising leaders in our class, and also to hear about and learn more about the community and the others who've gone before us in the classes that have graduated before.
And I am Kelsey Lowry. I'm also a part of the Boone County Leadership Class of 32. I think my biggest takeaway has been learning more about the community that I've grown up in my whole life and the resources that it has to offer.
Hi, I'm Dan Dillard.
And I'm Ty Freeman, and we are the co-facilitators for the Boone County Youth Leadership Academy.
This year has presented more challenges than the youth are accustomed to dealing with in regards to COVID-19, but it's been inspiring to watch them take each in stride.
This year, our students are presenting a funding request to the City Council to fund their new project.
We're excited to see it unfold as they're planning to put emergency call-out stations in and around the mini Harris Park, Lake Harrison, and adjacent fields.
We are so excited about this project. We hope that you stay tuned.
Kinetic by Windstream is privileged to present the Chamber's leadership program for the second year. We consider this an investment in the communities that we serve. The 8-month program entails learning about various aspects of the community: government, healthcare, industry, education, nonprofit and agriculture, among others. Prior to this year, adult and youth participants engaged in a leadership exercise with the 4-H Center in Little Rock and visited with the governor and other senior leaders there. The 2019-2020 BCLI and YLA classes got caught in the March COVID pandemic and weren't able to complete their program. The Chamber, nonetheless, hosted a virtual certificate ceremony for them here. Kinetic is seriously pleased to recognize these 20 participants shown here with their certificates representing the businesses noted in the photo. Congratulations to each of these emerging leaders. We are also thrilled to present the 2020-2021 BCLI and YLA classes to you. These 30 participants represent 7 businesses and 3 high school. Although COVID is forcing them to rearrange schedules and programs, they're persevering each month. Please help me recognize them for their engagement and hard work today. Class 32 of BCLI and Class 34 of YLA. On behalf of Brad Hedrick, myself, and the Kinetic team, Thank you for allowing Kinetic to promote leadership throughout the community.
You guys at Windstream have made a huge difference in this community, promoting, coaching, and sponsoring our vital leadership programs for the Chamber. You're so important to the future value of this area, and your Windstream team is awesome. So hey, we'll be right back after a couple of our generous sponsor spotlights.
I'm Becky McGowan with Logotology. It's an honor to live and invest in Harrison. Logotology creatively tells your brand story through custom promotional merchandise. Throughout the pandemic, it's been our privilege to supply and donate reliably sourced PPE. Let's build business together in 2021.
Hello, Harrison. In 2019, I was your keynote speaker for your chamber banquet. And while that seems like an eternity ago, let me assure you, I noticed a difference in your community. You all have really rolled up your sleeves and you're getting the job done. I can tell a tremendous difference in how you've come together as businesses, as educators. The community now works with the elected officials. Everyone's at the table moving in the same direction. And that's reassuring for us to see from a state level. We know what you're trying to do. We know you have a renewed commitment to economic development. And the work that the Chamber is doing is now becoming a model for other communities to look at. We still have a lot of work to do and a long ways to go, but I know you have the courage to get it done. You've got the right leadership there in Bob and his team at the Chamber, and I'm so happy that my team is able to engage with them on a daily basis to work for the state of Arkansas and work for the citizens of Harrison and Boone County as we grow jobs, as we create industries that we know are going to be here for the long term, so that we know that generations that come after us will have a good job. I appreciate the work that the Chamber continues to do, and I commend you and I congratulate you on that success, and I wish you all the best of luck in the rest of this year.
Great job as usual, Mike. We're always so grateful for your tireless efforts in economic development statewide, and of course you're helping our growth potential. The references and the resources that you provide Bob and our other economic development here in this great area is so appreciated. Your influence is critical for us. Thank you for revealing our special geographic traits, our quality of life, and the welcoming attitude that we all have for industry shopping our state. Thank you.
Yeah, they've been a great supporter out of the Secretary of Commerce office there. 2020 was far from a normal year, and the Chamber was no exception. But here's our year in review.
We celebrated 2 groundbreakings and rolled out our Economic Development Strategic Plan.
The Chamber hosted 17 taking care of business and stakeholder meetings.
We have identified $8.7 million in new and prospective business and $54.6 million in existing business, with 55 net new jobs with 165 in the pipeline, and that's all we know about.
Our Chamber staff is investing in professional development to learn, grow, and serve our community.
We completed the Retail Academy, learning how to attract new businesses to our area.
In partnership with our area educators, we released the 2nd edition of our WIN catalog for students. Also, we hosted the WIN Summit with our education leaders, our CTE teachers, and students.
Although interrupted by COVID, our leadership program, presented by Kinetic by Windstream, graduated 10 BCLI and 10 YLA emerging members.
We organized and led the Economic Recovery Task Force in response to COVID-19.
As the voice of business, unified the city and county in support of hate crimes legislation in Arkansas.
And appointed 3 of the 9 members of the Diversity and Inclusivity Committee.
We conducted 16 ribbon cuttings,
engaged 21 ambassadors in a revitalized program,
welcomed 44 new investors with an 80% retention rate,
in support of our restaurants with the gift card program through the initial COVID shutdown.
The Chamber was awarded the Community Catalyst Grant for the strategic doing and the community survey.
Organized 3 workshops with the Small Biz Connection and triple business engagement in our second annual Shop Local campaign.
We facilitated 3 elected leadership sessions with the city, the county, and state representatives over at the JPH at North Arkansas College.
Produced media content for International Economic Development Week and celebrated Chamber of Commerce Week.
Wow, as you can tell, it was an active year for our chamber, and we couldn't have done it without all of you, our investors.
Thank you for trusting us as we continue taking care of business in 2021.
We, the board, have laid out a full program of work for this year.
In finance, with Harrison, Boone County, and regional entities, we will appoint a task force to define the development of and plan for adequate economic development funding.
In economic development, we will re-energize our business retention and expansion program, and our plans are to complete 75 interviews this year with our businesses.
With our community leaders, use the knowledge and material from the Retail Academy to enhance our business recruitment strategy.
As laid out in the Economic Development Strategy Plan, we will join the International Council of Shopping Centers and participate in their events.
In an effort with our continuation of 2020, we'll obtain accreditation with Economic Development Organization designation.
We will identify a plan and a property for the Boone County Business and Technology Park.
The Chamber is helping North Arkansas College make the $8 million Center for Robotics and Manufacturing Innovation possible.
And continue the Workforce Initiative Network, WIN, where regional industry and education partners collaborate to bring CTE students to the regional workforce.
In the area of marketing and communication, we're planning to host familiarization tours for area economic development managers this year.
And develop an MOU with the Newton County Chamber to promote Johnny Morris's project.
In public policy, we will continue to become informed on local and state initiatives that are important to our local businesses.
And encourage our elected leaders to participate in economic and professional development.
In leadership, we will promote diversity and inclusiveness education in all aspects of Chamber leadership development.
Develop a network of leadership advocates for BCLI, the Chamber, and their missions.
We will conduct at least 1 benchmarking visit for community leaders to other cities.
And conduct our second Economic Development Summit.
When it comes to energy these days, we all have some decisions to make. Do we protect the planet or keep the local economy going? Thankfully, we don't have to make a choice. It's natural gas.
Hey everybody, Congressman Womack here. Want to give a big shout out to the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. Those of you that are watching this video must know the important work that our chamber does, promoting business, promoting a quality of life that's second to none in North Arkansas. You're an extremely important part of the 3rd District, and today I just want to say thanks for all of you do to make Harrison such a great, thriving community here in the 3rd District. So a shout out to all of you, congratulations on a job well done, and I hope you have a great 2021.
Thank you for your continued support of the over 1,300 farms and farm families in Boone County that provide the food, fiber, and shelter that we all depend on every single day.
Community is everywhere. Banking where you are, when you need it. On any device. First Community Bank, where community is everything.
Hello, I'm Representative Jack Fortner.
Representative Ron McNair, District 98.
I'm Representative Keith Slate, District 83. We all want to wish you a Happy New Year and to let you know that this year is going to be better
and to be encouraged, and we are proud of what you at the Chamber of Commerce are doing, and if there is anything that the three of us can do to help you next year, don't hesitate to let us know.
Thank you, gentlemen. We know you will keep Little Rock in the know about our potential. We appreciate you. Now let's have some fun recognizing the 2020 annual award recipients. You'll have the pleasure of seeing many familiar faces doing the honors. And we begin with the great folks at DSI to present the coveted Jim Devito Tourism Award.
The Jim Devito Tourism Award is presented annually by the Harrison Convention Visitors Bureau. On an annual basis, they like to recognize an individual for their contributions to this very important aspect of economic development in our community. The 2021 Jim Devito Tourism Award goes to Toinette Madison. She has served as a CAPTC Commissioner for over a decade. During this time, she served as a volunteer coordinator for Ride the Ozarks Rally and has been involved in all the activities of the CVB. As Executive Director of the Boone County Heritage Museum, she has made vast improvements to the appearance and most importantly to the historical content of the museum, which has brought visitors from far and wide to our community.
Gosh, I can't believe I'm here receiving this award today. So much work goes into bringing tourism to our community, but I know that I'm in good company, and I just want to thank you for that.
On behalf of Stone Bank, we would like to recognize Will and Rachel Norton on this year's recipients of the Agriculture Business of the Year Award presented by Farm Bureau. Will and Rachel Norton operate a 75-head cow-calf operation on 1,300 acres, along with a partnership feeder calf operation. The Norton family takes tremendous pride in being good stewards of their land. They focus on soil health by using fertilizers, herbicides, and rotational grazing techniques to cultivate better pastures. Will, Rachel, thank you for your part in leading this effort in our economic development.
I'm Rachel Norton. This is Will, Whitley, and Cal. Thank you for recognizing our agricultural lifestyle as part of this community.
Hi, I'm Courtney with CS Bank. The winner of the Nonprofit Organization of the Year Award recognizes them for making a difference and enhancing the lives of the citizens in our community. This year's award goes to Carly and Ben Forga as the organizers of the July 17, 2020 Back Our Blue event held at Minnie Harris Park. The event, a community-wide show of support for the Harrison Police Department, Boone County Sheriff's Office, and the Arkansas State Police, featured Attorney General Leslie Rutledge. The event raised $45,000, in which 100% of the proceeds went to the three departments. The community is proud and grateful of your personal efforts to organize and conduct this important event, demonstrating the value we place in our law enforcement agencies. Congratulations.
We are honored to accept this award on behalf of Back Our Blue Charitable Fund.
Thank you so much to all those individuals and businesses in the community that supported us.
Named after a great community leader, we're pleased to recognize Youth Leadership Academy Class 23 with the Jerry McFarland Outstanding Youth Award for their many contributions to the community. This recognition is made to 15 juniors from Harrison, Valley Springs, and Lead Hill High Schools as engaged YLA participants. Class 23 has established a record of determination and learning amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, as resilient in its quest to become more informed. The planned YLA 2021 project will also provide the community with lasting benefit. Thank you and congratulations.
On behalf of the Youth Leadership Academy, I'd like to thank our community for allowing us to be a part of such a revolutionary organization.
We have especially appreciated it in a year of such hardships. It's been an amazing experience to be able to go throughout our community and benefit from everything it has to offer to us. Thank you.
Next, a very special award recognizing a single individual or organization for their selfless work for the community. Terry Stambaugh was a good friend and a simple servant leader. It gives me special pleasure to announce North Arkansas Regional Medical Center as this year's recipient of the Terry Stambaugh Special Merit Award. This recognition is due to the medical center's unparalleled response to the unique challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. From the unknown to the routine, the team rose to the needs of the community, providing on-point counsel to the public and first-class care to those in need. In each case, innovation and tireless personal sacrifice made the difference. The community is privileged to see this each and every day as the medical center gives back to the citizens of its multi-county region.
It's an honor and a privilege to accept this award on behalf of North Arkansas Regional Medical Center. I want to introduce our team. Dr. Jennifer Sadler, who has been in charge of our COVID response. Sammy Cribbs, our Chief Nurse and Chief Operating Officer. Ken Panel is our Chief Financial Officer. And Josh Bright is our Vice President for Operations. This award goes to the employees of our facility. They are the ones who have done the work. They are the ones who have cared for the patients. A special thank you goes to those employees who are at the bedside taking risks to care for patients who are positive for COVID-19. They place themselves in harm's way to care for the individuals in this community who unfortunately are positive. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Gwen Hoffman with First National Bank of North Arkansas. The Chamber recognizes the challenges we face daily in our community that are brought on by a few. But there is one who has tackled them to make a positive difference. Please help me congratulate the recipient of the inaugural Diversity Inclusivity Award, FedEx Freight, for their long history of taking a stance on diversity and inclusiveness in this global operations, and particularly its headquarters in Harrison. As their motto is so aptly states, diversity and inclusion, our values in action, and as the chairman and CEO said last June, diversity is also about fostering acceptance, promoting anti-biases, and encouraging a more inclusive society. The community here is privileged to see this each and every day as hundreds of employees give back to their individual causes.
At FedEx Freight, social responsibility is one of the ways that we serve the communities where we live and work.
Embracing diversity, equity, and inclusion is an important part of what we do, and we appreciate this recognition from the Chamber.
Thank you and congratulations to the contributions all of you all have made. And lastly, we're excited to acknowledge leadership in economic development in prime business and Main Street businesses.
I'm Emily Horton with First Community Bank, and the recipient of our Main Street Business of the Year Award is Angela and Jamie Akers and their restaurant enterprises. This special recognition is made to the Akers as owners of Marie's at the Seville, Jamie's, and Bucket Sports Bar and Grill for the economic prosperity and promotion that they and their team bring to the community. With a family passion for entrepreneurship and service that excels, the determination and resilience demonstrated during the COVID-19 pandemic set a standard for the local hospitality industry. That sets a standard for small business in our community. Congratulations.
The Akers family would like to start out by thanking the Chamber for voting us Main Street Business of the Year. So thank you, Chamber. During 2020 was difficult times for all of our restaurants. We just stayed focused and stayed positive and did what we had to do for our community. And so we'd like to thank our customers and our community for supporting us. Thank you.
We'd like to thank everybody from Jamie's Restaurant, from Bucket Sports Bar and Grill, and from Marie's Seafood and Steakhouse. We'd just like to thank everybody, and all of our employees would like to say thank you also.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I'm Tara Wilmot with Sam Alexander Pharmacy. A recipient of the Prime Business of the Year Award is Pace Industries. This special recognition is due to the long history of Pace and the positive community impact it provides to Harrison and the region, coupled with its focus on workforce development and technology innovation, and the perseverance it has shown through the challenges of a serious fire, bankruptcy, and the COVID-19 pandemic. The Harrison team is engaged in so many ways, with many individuals giving back to the community. Help me recognize the entire team for their contributions to economic development, our community's business infrastructure, and its well-being at large. Congratulations!
Hi, I'm Mike Burgess, General Manager of Pace Harrison. What a great honor it is to accept this award on behalf of the entire Pace family. 2020 was definitely a challenging year, but also a rewarding year. We've got quite a legacy at Pace Harrison, and we're excited to get this award, as I think it shows that our commitment to the community continues, and we are hiring. So again, thank you for this award, and it's a great honor.
I want to say a big thank you to the Chamber and all of the great work that you do to make Harrison, Boone County, the special place that it is. We're seeing you in the very near future. Thank you.
Hi, Tom Cotton here. I want to send my greetings to the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you, but the pandemic has changed a lot about the way we're living and working and celebrating. But this is the year that we defeat the pandemic and we get back to work. That's my focus in Washington, and I know it's your focus in Harrison, the focus of people like Bob and Mayor Jackson and Melissa Collins. I want to commend Harrison and Boone County and wish you all the best. Thank you, and may God bless.
And now it's my great pleasure, not to mention a duty for my job description at Equity Bank, to introduce a fairly new face to our community, our new Regional President, Brad Daniel. And he has the honor tonight of introducing the featured speaker in just a moment. You know, Brad comes to Harrison as the leader of our 70-plus bankers throughout North Arkansas, a native of the great state of Louisiana. He took a leap of faith, accepting this role. And by leaving an executive position at our bank-wide 59 locations in Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, he was our chief deposit officer, headquartered in Wichita. But it was more than a leap. He dove head first with vigor. Brad has an extensive banking background. He's married with 2 boys, one of them serving in the military. The other one's an aspiring banker. I'm really sorry that all you guys can't meet Brad tonight in person, because you would see the innate enthusiasm that Brad has for people. And in his new role, you will quickly see and hear his natural friendliness, his energy, empathy, the work ethic, and his competitive spirit. He has one imposing challenge coming to Arkansas, however. He's a die-hard LSU Bengal Tiger fan. Deep purple and gold run through his veins. And we can all relate here in Arkansas, but only hope he can see how special our Razorbacks are to us when they don't play LSU. I'm confident, though, he will love our Golden Goblins. So with that, please welcome Mr. Brad Daniel.
Well, thank you, Dave. It's my pleasure to be with you this evening, representing our fantastic community-focused Equity Bank team. You know, it's hard to believe that Equity Bank has been in Northwest Arkansas for 5 years now, and most importantly, right here in Harrison, Arkansas. One of the things that attracted me to Equity Bank and to this Northwest Arkansas region is our undeniable passion to serve our customers. Over the last 10 months, it's been a very challenging time for all of us. And it was so pleasing to see Equity Bank take part in the Paycheck Protection Program. We helped over 3,500 companies nationwide, and most importantly, almost 400 companies right here in Northwest Arkansas. And it's a special pleasure tonight to introduce our keynote speaker, Donnie Hampton Jr. He's originally from Fostoria, Illinois, and has a bachelor's and MBA from Tiffin University. He is a veteran of the U.S. Navy, and he has 2 daughters, aged 25 and age 15. Donnie has 30 years experience in the manufacturing industry. Donnie has been the CEO at Pace Industries for 6 months. They have a plant in Fayetteville and right here in Harrison, Arkansas. He currently resides in Detroit, Michigan. He's proud of the investment made by new and expanding business and industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Hampton Jr.
Thank you, Brad, for your very kind introduction. My name is Donald Hampton Jr., and I am the President and Chief Executive Officer of Pace Industries. It is an honor and privilege to join you today as your keynote speaker. I'd like to begin by thanking the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Board of Directors for extending me the invitation. I had a Zoom meeting with Bob Largent, your chairman, and he informed me of a few people that had preceded me with this honor, including Governor Hutchinson. I have to tell you, I was quite impressed. Harrison is a small community. Boone, a small county. Arkansas, a small state. But I was always told dynamite comes in small packages. I've been nothing short of impressed by the people of this community and their ability to persevere in some of the toughest circumstances. In 2019, our plant in Harrison was in the middle of launching a new product in an industry unfamiliar to the plant. They endured extreme growing pains and lost a lot of money in the process. However, today, they are on the road to recovery. They have worked extremely hard. They are resilient, tenacious, and committed to excellence. And we are awfully proud of that workforce and the progress they have made and will continue to make as we move ahead. We are also particularly proud to be named as the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce's Prime Business of the Year for 2020. This award is indicative of the overarching culture we have and will continue to cultivate at Pace Industries. Thank you to the Chamber, and a special thank you to the men and women of our facility in Harrison, Arkansas. Pace Industries was founded in 1970 with a small die casting facility located right here in Harrison. Today, the company is one of the largest and most diversified die casting companies in the world. During the decade of the 80s, Pace grew considerably and built a national reputation as an expert in large thin wall castings serving lighting and grill industries. Rapid expansion continued in the 90s as Pace added facilities in Mexico and vertically integrated tooling into its portfolio. Following 2 decades of incredible growth, Pace acquired facilities in Massachusetts, Minnesota, and another here in Arkansas. Although the ownership of the company has changed throughout the years, our focus and quest for excellence remains core. Our vision is to become the premier die casting manufacturing and engineering solutions supplier, serving customers within multiple sectors worldwide by focusing on 3 things. 1, customers. Being the supplier of choice, providing world-class quality and delivery at competitive prices. 2, capabilities. Ensuring we attain, develop, and retain the best human capital in the industry. Being extremely intimate with our people and processes in driving the very best solutions possible for our customers. And 3rd, cost. Managing our cost structure to improve margins and increase shareholder value. We are devoted to these 3 C's as our primary pathway on our journey toward excellence. However, we are acutely aware that we cannot do this alone. We will need a little help along the way. We will require the aid and assistance of the communities we serve, and in turn, are committed to service in the communities we operate and do business in. Pace is proud to be Harrison's largest manufacturing employer. We are committed to Harrison and will continue to invest heavily in the future of the plant. Last year, we spent approximately $1.5 million in CapEx in Harrison, and in 2021, we'll spend a similar number. Our customer base in our Harrison plant has shifted, and the requirements of those customers have changed as well. Today, we manufacture products that require tighter tolerances and more secondary operations such as machining, drilling, and tapping. The workforce is ever evolving, and advanced technology and automation is a must in today's manufacturing environments. Pace Industries has long supported North Arkansas College with our time, talent, and treasure. Our CFO and I were talking the other day, and he told me when he joined Pace Industries in 1992, there were 0 robots in our Harrison, Arkansas manufacturing plant. Today, we have over 50. That trend will continue. With that evolution, so too will the need for resources that understand how to program and interact with robots and other advanced technologies. We are counting on our partners at North Arkansas College to assist Pace Industries and other manufacturers in this community in developing our workforces and future generations to adapt to these ever-changing needs. Pace has relied on the college in past years, and they have delivered training to over 200 Pace employees. That reliance will intensify as our needs continue to become more technical in nature. When I became the CEO of Pace Industries, I went on a roadshow to meet our employees. Many of our plants are in small communities like Harrison. The communities depend on our company to support them. They love Pace Industries, and we love them. I grew up in a small industrial town in Ohio, much like Harrison. The people lived and breathed manufacturing, and most of the people in the local community were connected in some way, shape, or form with the many manufacturers of the community. I can feel that connection and that passion for Pace in Harrison. I could feel the energy around the development of business and the love of the community when I spoke with Bob the other day. I want to assure you all, Pace has a vision as we move forward, and Harrison plays a key and critical role in that vision. Vision is defined as dreams in action. Think about that. Dreams in action. Vision without action is dreaming, and action without vision is a waste of time. We must combine the two, vision with action, to make a positive difference. Speaking of vision, in chatting with Bob, he expressed the vision for Harrison moving forward and the motto you've adopted in driving that vision. The old 1974 hit by Bachman Turner Overdrive, Taking Care of Business. I like it. Remember in the song, they are taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. We are steadfast and resolute at Pace when it comes to taking care of business every day and every way. We are taking care of business as we commit to continuous improvement. We know and understand there is always room for improvement. Perfect perhaps is not attainable, but that's our goal. We are taking care of business as we commit to the environment. We have the responsibility to be good corporate citizens and to do our part to protect this great planet we live on for future generations. We are taking care of business as we commit to people. We want to offer great jobs to employees in our company that allow them to provide an enjoyable living for themselves and their families. We are taking care of business in our communities. We want to actively sponsor and involve ourselves in service to local communities. This is an important part of who we are as a company. We are taking care of business when it comes to diversity. We know and understand growth doesn't happen by excluding and disenfranchising. It is important that we embrace diversity, equity, and inclusion. When we incorporate diversity into our objectives, we gain perspective and additional answers to complex questions. It is within these incremental answers that we often find solutions that propel step function change and improvement. In closing, Pace Industries has a bright future. We are excited about our future inside and outside of Harrison, Arkansas. We have work to do. And to quote our third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. I know we are devoted to taking care of business every day and every way. I sincerely believe you are as well in the community of Harrison and Boone County. Thank you for your time and support.
Thanks, Donnie. If you are here in person, you'd receive this very special token of our community. Harrison, the best small town in America. We look forward to presenting it to you on your next visit to Harrison.
And I will owe you, Donnie. a Taste of Harrison basket the very next time you are in Harrison. We look forward to being able to be with you in person very soon. Congratulations again to our award winners and everyone who made it possible to celebrate a great Chamber year. We are looking forward to an even better year coming up. And with that, I now declare the 2021 annual meeting of the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce adjourned.